Dallas Cowboys update, CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott contract news, plus injury report on Royce Freeman and Schoonmaker. In today's video, we dive into the latest updates surrounding CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott's contract situations. What do their new deals mean for the Cowboys' future and salary cap? We'll also cover the latest injury news affecting the team, including Royce Freeman and Schoonmaker. How will these injuries impact the upcoming games? Don't miss out on all the crucial details and insights. Hey there, Cowboys Nation! Welcome to Dallas Cowboys Fan, your ultimate destination for all things America's team. Whether you bleed blue and silver or are just starting to catch Cowboys fever, this is the place. If you are a die-hard fan, please make sure to subscribe for more latest news and updates of your favorite team. All right, let's kick things off with the man, the myth, the legend CeeDee Lamb. Now, if you've been following the Cowboys even casually, you know that Lamb has been nothing short of spectacular since he joined the team. But here's the thing, his rookie contract is nearing its end, and it's time for the Cowboys to make some big decisions. Let's break down the current situation. Lamb is entering the fourth year of his rookie deal, which means the Cowboys have already exercised his fifth-year option for the 2024 season. That's great news for us fans, because it means we're guaranteed at least 2 more years of CeeDee magic. But here's where it gets interesting. The Cowboys front office, led by the always unpredictable Jerry Jones, has made it clear that they want to lock Lamb down for the long haul. And why wouldn't they? In just 3 seasons, Lamb has racked up 3,396 receiving yards and 20 touchdowns. He's been to the Pro Bowl twice and has established himself as one of the most dynamic receivers in the league. But here's the million-dollar question, or should I say, the $100 million question. What kind of contract are we looking at for CeeDee Lamb? Well, let's look at some recent contracts for top-tier wide receivers to get an idea. Tyreek Hill signed a 4-year, $120 million deal with the Dolphins. Davante Adams got 5 years and $140 million from the Raiders. And let's not forget about J. Brown's 4-year, $100 million contract with the Eagles. Now, Lamb might not command quite that much, but he's certainly in the ballpark. We're probably looking at a deal somewhere in the range of $25 to $30 million per year. That's a hefty price tag, but for a player of Lamb's caliber, it might just be worth it. The good news is that both sides seem eager to get a deal done. Lamb has expressed his desire to stay in Dallas, and the Cowboys have made it clear that keeping him is a top priority. But as we all know, in the NFL, nothing is certain until the ink is dry on that contract. One factor that could complicate things is the timing. The Cowboys have several other key players they need to consider for extensions, including Trayvon Diggs and Terrence Steele. Plus, there's the looming specter of Micah Parsons' eventual payday. Balancing all these contracts while staying under the salary cap is going to be a real challenge for the front office. But let's be real here, CeeDee Lamb is the kind of player you build a franchise around. He's young, he's talented, and he's only getting better. The Cowboys would be crazy to let him walk, and I think they know it. My prediction? We'll see a deal get done before the start of the 2023 season. It'll probably be in the neighborhood of 5 years and $140 million, with a good chunk of that guaranteed. Now let's shift our focus to the man under center, Dak Prescott. Dak's contract situation is a bit different from Lamb's, but it's no less intriguing. As most of you probably remember, Dak signed a massive 4-year, $160 million contract extension back in 2021. At the time, it was one of the biggest deals in NFL history, and it seemed like the Cowboys had their quarterback situation sorted for the foreseeable future. But here's the thing about the NFL: the future comes at you fast. We're now 2 years into that deal, and believe it or not, it's already time to start thinking about what comes next. Dak's current contract runs through the 2024 season, but here's where it gets interesting. His cap hit for 2024 is an eye-watering $59.4 million. That's a huge chunk of the salary cap tied up in one player, even if that player is your franchise quarterback. So, what are the Cowboys' options? Well, there are a few ways this could play out. Option 1, they could let the contract play out as is. This would mean taking that massive cap hit in 2024, which would severely limit their ability to sign or retain other key players. It's not an ideal scenario, but it's on the table. Option 2, they could look to restructure Dak's contract. This would involve converting some of his base salary into a signing bonus, which would allow them to spread the cap hit over multiple years. It's a common practice in the NFL, and it's something the Cowboys have done before with other players. Option 3, they could look to extend Dak's contract again. This would allow them to lower his immediate cap hit while securing his services for additional years. Given Dak's importance to the team, this might be the most likely scenario. Now, let's talk about Dak's performance and how it might impact these contract discussions. Prescott has been a solid quarterback for the Cowboys, but he's also faced his share of criticism. His 2022 season was a mix of highs and lows. On the one hand, he tied for the league lead in interceptions with 15, despite missing 5 games. On the other hand, he still threw for 2,860 yards and 23 touchdowns in just 12 games. The Cowboys have consistently made the playoffs with Dak at the helm, but they've also consistently fallen short of the NFC Championship game. This has led some fans and analysts to question whether Dak is truly an elite quarterback worthy of elite quarterback money. But here's the thing, the quarterback market in the NFL is always evolving. Just look at some recent deals. Aaron Rodgers got $150 million over 3 years from the Jets. Deshaun Watson got $230 million, fully guaranteed from the Browns. Even Derek Carr got $150 million over 4 years from the Saints. In that context, Dak's current deal doesn't look quite as outrageous as it did when he first signed it. And if he has a strong 2023 season, he could be in line for another big payday. My prediction? I think we'll see the Cowboys and Dak agree to an extension before the 2024 season. It'll probably be in the range of 4 years and $180 million, with a structure that helps alleviate that massive 2024 cap hit. The Cowboys know that good quarterbacks are hard to find, and for all his faults, Dak has been a good quarterback for this team. All right, now let's switch gears and talk about some recent injury news that's been coming out of Cowboys camp. We've got updates on 2 players, running back Royce Freeman and tight end Luke Schoonmaker. Let's start with Royce Freeman. Now, Freeman isn't exactly a household name for most Cowboys fans. He was signed to the practice squad late last season and then re-signed to a reserve/future contract in January. He's battling for a spot in a crowded Cowboys backfield that includes Tony Pollard, Ronald Jones, and rookie Deuce Vaughn. The latest news on Freeman is that he's been dealing with a foot injury. It's not clear exactly when or how he sustained the injury, but it's been enough to keep him out of some recent practices. This is obviously not great news for a player fighting for a roster spot. The severity of the injury is still unclear, but any missed time is crucial for a player in Freeman's position. He's got NFL experience, having played for the Broncos, Texans, and Panthers, but he's never been able to establish himself as more than a backup. As always, the NFL offseason is full of drama and intrigue, and the Cowboys are right in the thick of it. These contract negotiations and injury situations will have a big impact on the team's fortunes in the upcoming season and beyond. What do you think about these developments? Are you excited about the possibility of locking up CeeDee Lamb long-term? Do you think Dak Prescott is worth another big contract? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Cowboys news and analysis.